And welcome to Chalk and Motherfucking Awe episode lucky number 13.
Treinta.
Is that right?
I think so.
Treinta?
Yeah.
Hey, Aaron, what's Spanish for 13?
Treinta.
Treinta.
I'm fucking right, dude.
Treinta. I feel like you're fucking it up.
Nope.
Treinta, not Treinta. Treinta.
Treinta.
You're going to have some jalapeno
You're putting a
poppers?
southern accent on it, not me.
Okay.
I fucking rolled the R and everything. I sounded fucking fantastic. There's Latin women out there excited about that.
He is married. Y'all better stay away.
Hey.
Emma is a cutter. She'll get you.
She's very physically imposing.
Yeah. She'll overhead press you and throw you off a fucking cliff.
Yeah. It was funny. I did my PT test yesterday and for the Army, and which is a physical fitness test. There's 5 events. There's a trap bar deadlift, a hand release push-up, a sprint and drag carry,
I like it.
a plank for time, and then a 2-mile run at the end. And to max it out, men have to do a 350-pound trap bar deadlift. And so I did it. And then the dude that was grading me, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Grading me, he was like, could you at least make it hard or make it look like it's hard? And I was like, nah, dude, my wife could do this. Like,
Right, for reps.
for
You're
plenty.
like, one, it's 350, which if you're a grown-ass man, I mean, that should be within the cards.
There was probably just 5 dudes that were in that line for 350. The rest of them were like 300-pound trap bar deadlift and struggling.
I mean, how big of a deadlift do you need to, like, soldier? Who knows? But 300, 350 from a barbell, it ain't shit in the strength
It's a trap
world.
bar too.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's a trap bar. So, like, really, that shit should be, like, to be the same level of difficulty as from the floor on a barbell, it needs to be, like, 400,
Yeah.
425.
Yeah, I always loved, like, whipping my dick out on that one and just being like, this is...
You're like, how many do we do? Is it in a minute?
Let me just hit 60. No, but, yeah, dude, running 2 miles was not fun.
Yeah.
I told you about that as soon as I got back.
Yeah, those skinny bastards that couldn't pull 300 off the ground beat
Smoking
your ass.
my ass, dude. Yeah, they're laughing at me. It's okay. It's all right. When they need a fucking Humvee taken or picked up off of them, guess who they're going to call? Captain America right here, bitch.
Yep. Or did you see that movie Warrior?
With Tom Hardy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Tom Hardy. They'll call Tom Hardy.
Is it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because he ripped a door off a Humvee in that movie.
Oh, yeah. It was a tank.
Yeah, something like that.
It was a tank because that's even more impressive because tank doors are like a couple 100 pounds. So
Yep.
That's insane. That's a good ass movie. I forgot about that.
God,
movie.
did
That's
you
the
ever,
one where he goes and fights, right?
Yeah, so it was like they're brothers, and like one of them's a teacher that's fighting. One of them's like Tom Hardy, who's like this fucking
Grunge,
dark past, mean mystery man.
And they had to fight each other at the end, right?
Yeah, and it was badass. Did you ever see the show Kingdom?
No.
So, made by the same people. They basically made a whole drama series that had the exact same fucking vibe as that movie. So good. It's about like an MMA family, and the dude who's like the father was like a big time like Pride Championship, like big time fighter, right? But past his prime, has a gym, you know, that it's struggling a little bit, and his 2 sons are like good fighters. And there's a dude he used to coach that was really good that just got out of prison. And he's kind of trying to. It's a really fucking good show, man.
Kingdom, huh?
Yeah.
Is there any big names in it that you know of?
So one of the dudes was in the Avengers. He was like the bad guy, special forces security guy,
Okay.
and that like was fighting Captain America in the elevator.
Okay.
Fred something.
Maybe. I don't
Yeah. And then
I'm not
it's
very good at
got
names of actors and stuff.
it's got a lot of the same actors from The Warrior in it because the same guy did it, and he was like, I liked working with them, so I'm going to run with them again. Did you ever see Goldbergs? It was like an 80s sitcom, like period piece. Okay, well, the gym teacher's in there as a fight promoter. He's hilarious. He's this rich guy that's like kind of flamboyantly gay, but like not real gay. He's a very interesting character in that movie.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, not like a ton of big name actors in it, but damn, probably one of the best shows I've ever seen.
Yeah, I do like Tom Hardy though, dude. Most of his movies I can get down to, and watch over
Well, he
and
just
over.
seems like a good dude too.
Right.
Like anything I've ever heard about him is like, yeah, that dude's fucking cool.
Yeah, he's like a down to earth person. He's not like letting entertainment in Hollywood.
Did you know he has
just
rap albums and they're actually like good?
He has rap albums. All right, guess what we're gonna be playing in the gym every time or every now and again.
Hold on, pause for just a second. Let me pull some shit up on YouTube. Be back in half a second. Okay, we have a couple selections. First one is from when Venom came out, the third one. He did a rap track as Venom in like an extra scene. And it's... Here it goes.
Ain't no joke. Who is this? Game to drop it, game unlock it. Fans are popping. All I want for dinner is some brains and chocolate. Let it get away when I head away. Ever them better say it's deadly.
It's amazing he kept the voice.
Yeah. And in the video, Busta Rhymes is listening to it.
He
as like
spits
a
his
regular
drink
producer,
out.
and he's like, the fuck?
Yes. He got bars. He got bars.
He got balls. He got balls.
Who you?
I'm a big fan.
What was that?
You know, I just had to unleash the beast.
All right. And then we got like a YouTube of like one of his older ones.
Oh, dude. Treinta
like-
is 30. It's 13.
See,
I'm sorry.
I fucking knew it.
Damn it.
You cultural appropriating son of a gun. You
That's
didn't
what
even
I
get it right.
That's what I get for being white, dude. I get sunburned and I say shit wrong.
All right, so this is like 11 years ago, and it's like older rap era kind of feel.
I liked
from
it.
Tom Hardy.
I liked it, honestly.
Hold on, it's coming up, and yeah.
I'm also a
If
big
there's
fan.
no love, there's no life. Surrounded by this life's and lies. In this world, I hold my wife to my chest in the night. I press her face close to mine. Wipe the tears from the eyes. I don't need to see my baby cry. You hold my hand, I hold it tight as I can. These are memories to die for. People to die for. These are real
Bucket hat
life to
and
live for.
everything.
People to die for.
Frankie
The real
Pulitzer,
people to fight for.
everybody.
The real people.
Frankie
Take
Pulitzer.
you.
Anyways, I
Hell
thought
yeah.
y'all would enjoy that.
That's cool. I think he had a bigger and better career in acting, but nonetheless, dude, if you can rap, go for it. You know.
Yeah,
and my
like,
friends,
pretty good.
My friend Rhett had a the hell's the Apple computer? Mac. He had a Mac computer, and on that he had an app called GarageBand.
Oh yeah,
Dude, we recorded so many rap songs that we made. Like
ready?
so
go.
many. I don't fucking remember.
Dude, did you know Macho Man Randy Savage has a rap album?
Oh my god, dude. There's so many that you're uncovering. Don't get into Macho Man.
Okay, you guys look that up and listen to it. He said it's like 90s, so you could say like crazy shit. Like he said retard and stuff, and he was like, leave me alone, bro. You're acting like a fucking retard. It was like that level, and it's like, it's not like he was a different persona. Another dude doesn't sound like it. It sounds like Macho Man
yeah.
Randy Savage, the wrestler,
Right.
rapping.
So like you ask AI, hey, make a Macho Man.
Have a Tupac song, but have Macho Man Randy Savage
just
do
sound-
it. That's like what it is.
Hell yeah, dude.
It is ridiculous.
Shit, I wonder how many people thought they were gonna be rappers when it first started, because like rap.
Oh,
became
you're just talking to the microphone, right?
yeah. Make
Yeah.
some stuff rhyme.
Yep. Well, if you
Shit.
think about it, pro wrestling is basically like just talking shit, hype man style, and like, goddamn, that's kind of what rap is too, right?
Yeah.
Like you got the guy in the background that just says your name every now and then you just talk shit to a beat. I'm not saying I'm good at it or I could do it, like respect, but like I feel like that makes sense that a pro wrestler would be okay at it.
Yeah. Or at least not be like nervous to do it. Like, it's
Yeah,
just like,
well,
oh,
they're
I'm
just
gonna get into
they're
the
just
character.
spitting shit off the cuff anyway. You just
Yeah.
do it to a beat
Yeah.
and sound like this.
There's a
That's
really
not
cool. You've seen like American Idol? You know what that is?
Yeah.
There's a show that me and Emma used to watch. I think they're coming out with the second season. I'm not sure, but it's called Rhythm and Flow,
Mm-hmm.
and it is it's the same setup as American Idol. They have a couple big name rappers. Chance the Rapper, I think Nicki Minaj was on it as the lady, and then there was one other like producer dude, and they would just go around.
P. Diddy?
No,
Oh.
definitely not.
I was gonna say that
They-
season's canceled, man. I'm gonna break it to you.
They would go around the country, Chicago, LA, wherever, and have people come in and like rap to them, and then they would like do a competition, essentially
Yeah.
tournament style, and get all the way to the end. And now, like ever since watching that, the dude that won it, his name's D Smoke, and the first season, and I have a ton of songs on there from him because he's just like He's a black dude that lives in, I want to say like Oakland, or he's from Oakland. And he's a Spanish teacher at a high school. And he like can very fluently switch back and forth to English and Spanish in his raps. And it's like, dude. And he's like a black dude. So it's like,
he wouldn't have fucked up 13.
No, he would not have. He would have been pissed. But yeah, so it's a pretty good show. And I don't know, music's cool to me, all of it. So I just enjoy greatness, dude. When someone's fucking really good at something, it's it's
easy to appreciate, because if you're that good, even if you don't know what the thing is, you can tell that that's fucking good.
Yeah, it's like, that's the next level right there.
Yeah. Well, hey, we got, 3.5 weeks till home gym, or 2.5 weeks till home gym con?
Yeah, 17 days till we're down there competing on day 1. 16 till weigh-in. How's Savage Strength looking? I looked at the roster, actually. You got a good amount of competitors.
It's decent. I already know a bunch of them that signed up that aren't going to be there competing, so that kind of sucks. But it's the first time we've done it at an expo. It's not like it's well known by any means. I'm actually talking to a dude. He actually won Vintage Strength Games that was last weekend out in North Carolina. The one that I have that big.
Yeah, is that Woodall's?
The big bling? Yeah. And it's a cool show, but man, it is reppy as fuck.
Right, and there's like 20 events.
Yeah, it was like, this year there was only 18.
Oh, darn.
Well, because I told him, he asked me if I was coming out this year, and I was like, dude, I'm just going to be honest. Like, I love swinging maces and like logs and sand. Like, that's cool stuff. But what I don't want to do is 18 events in 2 hours.
Yeah.
And last year it was 19 events. And
is
we did
it just
in
like
2
round
hours.
robin style, or is it like everyone does one, then moves to the next?
So they have a bunch of different ones set up, kind of like how Jim Beebe ran his shows. So it's literally like you get done with one and they're like, all right, go to the next one. It is like do CrossFit for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Straight is what it is. So by the end, you're just like hoping to you start skipping events because there's 18 and not everybody's doing all the events either. So as long as you're sitting, there's a little bit of strategy to it. But then it's like, I paid to do all these events. I want to do them all, but then I also don't want to do any of them by event 10, you know?
Yeah. Definitely.
So I was talking to Woodall about it. I was like, look, man, I'm trying to build like a heavy unconventional strength thing. And man, I just don't want to suffer through that many events, because he was like, yeah, it won't be as many events. And it was 19 last year and it's 18 this year. And I'm like, okay, the first year I did it was 11, which was still too many fucking events.
Yeah,
like
especially for a
5,
2 hour block.
6, make them heavier, give people some rest. But his gym is like, they do a lot of obstacle course racing training.
Okay.
So it's a very endurance focused modality.
Yeah, they have like Spartan race type people.
Yeah,
probably.
and really, and they have like, you do the monkey bars. Like they have a bunch of random shit this year and last year as well that covers a little more of that ground. And I don't really.
Have you done monkey bars in recent times?
Yeah, I did them last year at that show. I got like third.
It's monkey bars are like just a little bit of a humbling thing. You're like, damn.
You haven't done it since you had really good strength to body weight ratio.
Right. And then I did it with my son. I'm like, fuck. Like I got it, but I was like, that's tougher
hard
than I thought. I want to be able to like swing through and be like a fucking ninja, but
well, and it's partially a skill thing, right? And if you haven't done it since you were like 10,
right,
it is what it is.
I think the last time before I did it with my son was in elementary school, obviously, and I fucking got pantsed, dude. I got pantsed twice before I even got to second grade. I was sitting at the
that'll
bottom.
get you on a list nowadays.
I was playing tag with one of my friends. I'm sitting at the bottom of the slide waiting for his ass to get down there. And this girl named Kenzie comes up and fucking pantsed me. I was like, what the hell? And then
So, go.
Yeah. I'm on the monkey bars coming across, and they're the ones that like you start, then one goes down, then it's up.
Yeah.
Down, down, up. I was on the highest one. My buddy Briley comes up, fucking pantses me. And I'm just like, I didn't like think to let go. I'm just like holding on. I'm like, no, like swinging fucking pants around my ankles, dude.
So if you're the kid in that situation on the monkey bars and someone pulls your pants down and your wiener's out.
Luckily, underwear stayed up both times.
Do you go on a list, or does the person that pulled your pants off go on the list? Because you're exposing yourself to children.
Well, I was a child.
So it's fair game. Kids can just do whatever.
Yeah.
All right. Seems fair.
If
you were, okay. Other question. You're you right now doing monkey bars. A kid comes up and pantses you and your ding-a-ling's out. You go on a list because you expose yourself in front of children.
Well,
or does the kid go on a list because he fucking...
No, I'd probably go to jail because I'd kick that kid in the face.
Yeah. And then they'd
I'd
be like, why are you in? You're like, well, my dick was out at a playground, but It's because I kicked this kid that I'm here.
Yeah, I'd kick that kid, and then I'd go find his dad and beat his ass with my dick out. That's what I would do.
I feel like that's fair.
That's exactly
I feel
how
like
I would respond to
that is the appropriate reaction to that situation.
100%.
All right?
No questions asked.
You're like, I'm not operating by your in the box answers, Dan.
No.
Outside the box. Kid gets punted, dad gets beaten.
No, I just love when you ask me questions like that because like my military brain goes off. It's like I see a bunch of, there used to be this dude that made a good amount of content. He's like, how much money would it take for you to suck a dick? He's like, $36,533. They're like, why such a specific amount? He's like, pay my truck off. It's just like, hell yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. So
see, everyone talks that mad shit about what they'd suck a dick for money. I feel like you don't really know the answer to that unless there's a dick in front of you.
yeah,
Like in front of your face, 3 inches away, and you're like, man, bitches do this for free, though.
yeah, dude.
Y'all are wild.
I don't know if I could take the money.
Yeah. So if he's like dick in right hand, cash in left hand, and it's like about to touch your face, like, are you down or are you not? You can answer right now, but you don't actually know until there's a dick in front
Yeah,
of you.
exactly. Because like if he has the money near, and
I
he
just
can't- and he
take
can't-
it, punch him
That's
in the
what I'm
dick,
saying.
and run.
Yeah,
Yeah, outside the box. We're not following rules.
Fucking, I'll give him a good headbutt.
Yeah.
Headbutt in the dick and
I
balls.
don't want his
I mean,
dick touching
dude.
anywhere on my face, on my head.
But that's as close as I think I could get.
Yeah. I just think
Title of the podcast: Headbutting Dicks.
dick button.
Oh shit.
I'm just thinking, like, if his dick is out in front of your face and there's cash, you took the cash. He's like, oh my God, you robbed me. Be like, report it. You had your dick out in front of my face and I didn't want it there. Pretty sure you go to jail, buddy.
That's a checkmate.
Long as I don't put that cash in the bank, they don't fucking know.
That's a
There's no
checkmate right
cameras.
Fuck yeah.
But there's probably text conversations leading up to this moment. I don't know,
Well-
man. It's a toughie. I'll let you know if it ever happens to me.
I think I really enjoy the audio message because those disappear.
Ooh, yeah. But do they really?
I mean, at least they seems like they do.
Yeah. Everything's on the data stream, man.
Yeah, true. I wonder what my FBI agent's name is.
As long as you don't, like, we probably don't have as many anymore now that Patel's in there. Or do we have more and he's just playing the long game?
I don't fucking know. Shit's so crazy on that front.
Dude, shit's so crazy right
I've
now.
unfollowed and like stopped because
It's easy to spiral.
I just care about the gym and strongman at this point and
Yep.
fucking hanging out with the people that I care about.
Dude, segue, gym moving. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it could be like any day.
Yeah. On that note, Bethany reached out and
Arnold?
McCutcheon's doing this little fundraiser for their football team.
Can they do one for us?
2 of their players will give 2 hours of work
Ooh.
to do whatever you need them to do within fucking reason. Obviously, like the things on there, so like cleaning out storage. Da, 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 da. I was like, moving a gym is going to be one of them.
Yeah. How
And
much?
$75 for 2 kids for 2 hours.
Holy shit. Give them 100.
So
that's too fucking low.
I messaged the lady that's running. I was like, give us 4 of your offensive linemen that are strong as fuck, 4 of your strongest players, $150, and we're gonna get a good, what is that? 4 kids for 2 hours. That's 8 man hours of work right there.
For like $150.
Yep.
And it's like hard manual labor shit.
Yep. That'll be. They can act as us. Whatever we would do in that moment. Hey, you two, come here.
Pick up the 300-pound sandbag, bitch.
Carry it over there. Run this dolly. Come on. Let's go.
Yep.
It'll be nice. And it'll be a way to get McCutcheon's football program, seeing our gym,
Yeah.
seeing the new space.
Well, and we try to do a lot like with the schools. Like we did some stuff with
sponsored-
Harrison Youth Football. We sponsored McCutcheon. Like,
And
we,
Jeff.
We try to do shit.
So all 3 of the big Lafayette high schools, we've sponsored at least one thing. And that's something like moving forward, I would love to do more. It's just whenever money becomes more
yeah.
there.
Able to be used.
Yeah. That's something I definitely want to
Have
give
you-
back and do.
Have you been next door since yesterday?
I have not.
Okay. I think the drywall's like done and painted. Like I think everything's ready. They're just ready for the city to be like, "Yep, you're good," and then we should get in there. I'm hoping maybe this weekend.
Yeah, that'd be clutch.
Part of me is like July 1st would be nice because then it's just like kind of a clean next month rent starts. Like it's a clean break kind of situation. But man, this has been like a big stress on us for a pretty freaking long time trying to get this deal done.
When did we inquire first Tanner? When did we first walk in there? And
February or March, dude. It was like pretty early in the year here. And then just had some headaches, some blockades that happened that we ended up figuring out how to work around with the help of some other people.
Had to change the coding,
Yeah, it was a whole thing, but yeah, now it's like
done. They demoed the fuck out of it for us.
Yep.
We got a nice big old office, which I don't know if they took the wall down with that door. If they didn't,
I don't think so.
We
have two sections. We have like our office with like computers and a couch or something, and then the front room that'll be like our podcast shit. Yeah. And so other announcement, we're gonna try to figure out how to do video podcasts here pretty soon.
Yeah.
Because this podcast, like, I don't know how I had the thing set up from when I first made the original podcast on this feed, but it dumps automatically to my YouTube right now.
The episodes.
Yeah.
So our episodes
like
are on YouTube also.
There's like a wave like form when the talking and stuff happens, but it's not like actual video, but it's on YouTube.
But if we get video, people would much more likely watch the.
Yep. Well,
on YouTube, if you're just watching a fucking.
So basically, what I'll need to do is like turn that off, figure out how I turned it on to begin with, and turn it off, and then basically we'll have the audio and video separate that I'll have to upload separately to YouTube every week, which is fine. But I think that'll be cool.
That'll be so fun because we're gonna have such a cool like setup for people to see at least behind us, like and also we could totally record from the couch.
Yeah, yeah. I want to get a nice little table there.
Yeah, for sure.
I need to get. I'm gonna order another set. I have 4 sets of headphones. I don't know where the fuck they are. So I'm gonna order one more so you can hear the magic that goes on in my ears, just like I have one set of headset on here. And then when we play something on the phone, I don't have to like crank the volume up so you can hear it.
Or have a call.
It'll just be in your ears. Yeah. So that'll be cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Home Gym Come Friday. What events are Friday for Strongman?
Oh shit! It starts off with the Viking press, and then we go into. I really can't remember, honestly. I know it ends with the sandbag slalom or whatever he called it, sandbag steeplechase.
Yeah.
And then there is a deadlift ladder. I'm pretty sure on the second day it's Conan's and sandbags. Nice. And on the first day it's Viking, Hercules hold, and deadlift, which his Hercules hold setup looks nice too. It looks like he took 2 bars of the squat rack essentially that we have.
Yeah.
And they're just leaning away, and they have posts on the outside.
I saw the picture of that, yeah.
I was like, that's a decent, cost-effective looking setup that we could probably.
Kurt is a Massonomics supporting member.
Okay.
So we will probably see him if he's going out to Lift Hard, Live Easy Classic as well.
Yeah.
Which we're still doing that, right?
I'm down to do it. Just waiting on Mama and Papa to tell us that they'll watch the kids.
Gotcha.
Because that is Emma's birthday weekend, and I would like to take her and do something for once.
Right.
Last year, all we did was go down to Turkey Run, which that was her choice. She wanted to do that, and that's always fun. I love going on like hikes and trail walking and shit. I think I've seen a couple pictures of you with your kids at Turkey Run.
Oh yeah, Turkey Run's a good spot. Nice.
There's also a place up north. They reintroduced bison here in Indiana. So
I've always wanted to ride one.
Cool.
They're one of the more violent wildlife animals.
That would be cool, but I think it'd be cool to like let Gray see
ride one,
a fucking bison in person.
Yeah, they're huge, dude. It's fucking wild.
They're fucking just majestic. Dude, you look at them, their fucking eyeballs are huge, and you're like, are you real?
So when I was in, was it Banff? Yeah, Banff, which is it's a national park here in Montana, and they have a lot of bison and stuff too. Dude, it boggles my mind. That's the right word. How close people are willing to get to giant ass wild animals. Like, I don't like standing near horses.
Yeah.
And horses are domesticated, but horses are fucking huge.
Dude, if a dog comes around that's not mine, I'm like, I'm watching you, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I will snap your neck.
Mm-hmm. But then, like, if you can't do that with a bison.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, I will die is what'll happen if I'm too close.
Put my arms up and try to yell.
So y'all need to YouTube bison attacks.
Oh fuck! And I bet they attack in like herd form.
Well,
don't they?
so it's I don't know. I just threw it out there.
Oh.
I don't know if that's the title of a video or something, but I remember watching quite a few videos of people getting really close to bison. but they're like 3,000 pounds. Like,
Dude.
they're fucking huge.
Exactly.
Like, you wouldn't walk up and try to hang out with a grizzly bear. These motherfuckers are bigger than a grizzly bear, and they will gore you, and that you will die. And like, you're that close and alive because it just is too lazy to try to kill you.
Like
Kind of like if someone's annoying me.
Like imagine the thickness of their fucking bones, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
when you're like, I'll snap your neck. I'm like, God, not their neck.
nope, no chance, dude.
Yeah, they're massive. But yeah, I love watching wildlife videos where like hikers and tourists are stupid and trying to get real close to them to take a picture. God, I think that's the best thing that social media has given us.
What is it? Videos like that?
Like, just cleansing the genetic pool a little bit, you know?
Darwin's theory.
Yeah, it's like survival of the fittest. Well, if you're dumb enough to try to take a selfie by a bison,
There's no warning label.
I hope you haven't had kids yet and it kills you, because God damn it, we got to hope your kids do something stupid too now before they reproduce. Like, I need you to try to take the selfie with the bison before reproductive age. But then you're a kid getting killed by a bison, which is like sadder, but also fuck you. Like, that's stupid.
We have a picture of Logan with his thumbs up next to bison.
Uh-huh.
How close was he?
I don't know. I don't think he was that close.
Yeah.
I'm talking like people like 10 feet away from a bison
Yeah.
to get a good picture,
Yeah.
and it's like,
No, I've seen
that's
people do like
stupid.
the whole like sitting next to like a tiger and shit. I'm like, no fucking way, dude.
Dude.
Cats alone, like a house cat, those things freak me the fuck out.
Have you seen videos? So in India, tiger attacks are a thing.
Because they're just everywhere.
They're there, in like the more jungle-ish areas. They will, like, I've seen videos of like dudes riding their bike to the next town, and a tiger shoots out from the brush, takes them off their bike, drags them away, and that dude's just fucking gone. And what can you do about it? Yeah, nothing. If a 800-pound animal with dagger-sized claws and teeth just jumps at you and sinks something into you, you're just
Tigers
fucked.
are also very fucking big too.
Yeah.
Like stupid big.
Stupid
Also,
big.
I bet tigers are tired of fucking it smelling like shit there, so that's why they're killing all the people, you know?
God damn. They just stopped hanging out by the Ganges.
Yeah, dude, they're sick of that shit. They are.
Yep.
I got a fucking postcard.
I saw another video.
Go ahead.
I love how like random this show is. I saw another video. It was of like a big cat sanctuary, right? And it was this lion trying to like cuddle up next to this tiger, and the tiger's like, fuck, get away. So, and the voiceover is like, a curious scene and blah blah blah. Traditionally, tigers are loners and value their personal space. Lions are pack animals and clingy and affectionate. I'm like, this is hilarious.
Yeah, it's perfect. I think I saw that same video because he's not having it.
Yeah, he's like, ugh, get off of me.
Away from me. I would do something, but you're bigger than me.
Yeah,
That's what I love about the animal kingdom most of the time. It's like, oh, you're bigger than me? All right, I'll leave you alone.
yep.
Oh, you could kill me? All right, I'll leave you. I wish humans operated that way.
You know what? I feel like humans do operate that way unless they're drunk. And then the bigger the size difference, the more likely the little guy's starting shit
You're so
with me.
right. You've bounced before, right?
Oh my God, I never had any problems with big guys.
Dude, I hate/love that I got to bounce.
It is an
'Cause
interesting
it's-
moment.
Yeah, you learn a lot about human dynamics.
Hmm. Well, and God damn, I've only ever gotten swung at by a short dude and a giant woman.
That's fair.
Because women will take swings too. Because like they're like, you won't hit me, and I won't. But
Under the right circumstance.
I will pick you up and throw you out the door. If you're acting crazy. But yeah, that was an interesting time. I just loved it for the people watching, man.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
like, it was like 8 hours of like, watch this drunk dude get rejected at every table of
Oh, yeah.
girls.
Yeah.
And then like that last table of girls is like, holy shit, dude, we're like 5th choice. No, fuck off. You know,
And then
because they always start with the hottest ones and then work their way down.
my favorite was like around the 2:30 time frame. The lights come back on, and then the looks on people's face are like, "Oh shit,
I've been talking to you.
what the fuck is this?" The look of just despair.
Well, and then the flip side of that is like the holy shit, it's last call and I haven't sealed the deal with anyone, and then everybody's like, you want to go home? You want to go home? You want to go home? Like
Dude.
it's
And where I bounce was
that is insane.
Columbus, Georgia. So it was even more just
Country as
insane. It was bad. I would never do that again.
yeah. I don't know. Like there's parts of it where I was like, it was funny. I have some great stories from it.
We should just open a bar.
Dude, let's do it. I was at a bar when I was bouncing, and one of the things you always look for is like a dude's going to the guy's restroom. Does a girl follow him in? Because they're fucking, right? So that would happen every now and then, and I'd always give it a few minutes because you want to like catch them, in like a hilarious position, and so I went in and the stall door was locked, and I was like, "All right, guys, let's fucking go." Blah blah blah. Open the door, let's go. And the guy's like, "Hold on, I can't." I was like, "Why?" I was like, "Open the door, dude. Like, I'm just gonna tear it off the thing and replace the lock tomorrow. Like, get out." And he's like, "I can't. I'm taking a shit." And I was like, "Wait, what? Is she in there with you?" He's like, "Yeah, man. She's sucking my dick. I'm taking a shit." Dude was getting it sucked while he was taking a dump. And I was like, "Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no."
Pretty sure that has a name, and I'm pretty sure that name is a Blumpkin.
Is it?
I'm pretty positive.
Okay, because that is what was happening. And
Let me just verify real quick.
It was an interesting sight when that door opened.
And
I regret nothing.
Honors to that woman, you know.
I mean, how drunk would you have to be?
Well,
like
I wouldn't say drunk. I would say you have some kind of
shitty life choices.
Yeah, dude. Like,
yeah,
your dad didn't love you,
man. Like I feel like if I was receiving, I'd be
Blumpkin, a blowjob as you're taking a shit.
That's so weird. There's a name for it, which means it happens often enough to have
says
a name.
The delicate art of getting your cock sucked while taking a shit.
Holy, like how? I feel like that would be so distracting,
dude. I don't
like if you're the receiver. Like, what do you focus on? Like, you can't.
I'm gonna focus on shitting.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna see.
And then do you like flush? Like when you're done, do you flush and like let them finish, or is it like it's just there? The turd's just floating, watching it happen.
Yeah, and then like, are you sitting there with like a poopy butthole while you fucking?
Yeah. Do you wipe while she's still working?
Yeah, dude.
Like I don't know, man. Like I feel like I'm nervous that I'm gonna fart when things are happening down there.
Same.
I'm like, ooh, if I fart, that'd really ruin the moment. This dude's like, I'm shitting, get down here.
Emma's not gonna be happy about this, but when we were teenagers,
oh no,
she was going down there, and I had one queued up, and I fucking farted right in her face, dude.
That's like the worse than a Dutch oven.
But that just, I did it. I think my teenage mind did it. It was like, how much does she love me?
Here's the test. And they're married today with multiple children. Yeah. So I guess she liked you enough.
Right in her face, dude. Sorry, honey.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it happened. Oh shit.
Well, hey, Friday I'm doing the grip competition at Home Gym Con.
Are you?
I am doing the grip competition, and then I'm doing Savage on Saturday because y'all were doing a 2-day competition, and I felt pretty left out.
Are you? So you're competing in Savage also?
Yeah. So I'm. Aaron is going to ref, and Jen for A. Yeah. She's going to be in town. She's going to judge as well.
Good.
Aaron's going to like run the rules meeting and stuff. So I'm just going to be there like an athlete, even though it's a competition that's like my competition. I just think it's weird if you do the rules and then you compete, and then like if you beat people, it just feels weird. So we talked yesterday. I was like, all right, so you both are judging because there's not a ton of people competing, so it's going to go pretty fast. But for like videos, having two athletes going at the same time, for me in the future, marketing events like this, it just looks better than one person doing shit. And then I was like,
but it looks more competitive.
Yeah, but then if it's only one person going, it'll last longer, so I'll get maybe more people watching the event too. So I don't know, but I think like long term having the marketing material is going to be more beneficial.
What is your athlete count at? Do you know?
I don't know. It's like 12 or 13, but it's like I know there's like 3 or 4 that aren't competing. Like Erin's on there as a competitor, and she's going to be judging.
Okay.
So.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go around and, I mean, obviously I'm competing in the strongman thing, but it's literally for fun. And I just can't wait to go around and start chatting it up with some people. I want to start figuring some shit out personally as an athlete and for the gym, trying to make some good connections and shit.
JB will be there, Freedom Strength Company.
I'm trying to catch a sponsor, which I'm just so ignorant, dude. I don't know how or what to say or how to go about it if I want people to sponsor me. I also don't
So I
have
feel like
shit
it's
as a following.
changed.
I don't have shit in terms of like that reach. I just
I
do
was-
really well at strongman. It's like, hey,
I was gonna say when I had some sponsorships was kind of before social media. I had someone I was fighting. I had someone I was doing some strongman stuff back in the day, and it like social media wasn't really a thing back
what
then.
kind of incentives are you getting though?
So I had a monthly stipend from a couple companies when I was fighting, and then free shirts and shit like that.
See, 'cause I'm gonna have to,
and a little
like-
bit of money as well. But I feel like it's just very different. I feel like nowadays, the way social media is, following matters, right? Engagement matters. Lots of brands will do affiliate code type things, but very, 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 very few brands, because you're a business owner. If someone came to our gym and was like, "Hey, I do XYZ, sponsor me," what would it take for us to do that? We would need a return on investment.
Yeah.
Like if I give you $1,000, how am I making at least $1,000 back from you?
Right.
And most companies have gone, affiliate codes. I'm not paying you anything, but if you do a good job and sell a bunch of my shit, you get paid pretty well. So I have a couple. I have a lot of affiliates that I use for like YouTube channel and stuff, and like maces, like the like that bamboo mace I have out there, and their steel one. Like I make at least a couple $100 a month through that affiliate link. So I think that's kind of where things are going, direct sponsorships, unless you're like in the NFL or something.
Right.
I mean, strength sports are awesome, but like the amount of eyes on strength sport, you're not really making money.
Right.
So
Which
I
is
think
why I'm really after like the strongman powerlifting scene, people that are always at the shows.
yeah,
like
when I
talking
think
to those right
Cerberus,
people.
right?
Yeah.
They sponsor a number of athletes, but I don't know what their sponsorships mean.
Me either.
Is
And
it
it's not like I'm wanting paid by any means. I don't want to pay for it because, like, in my mind,
get your comp fees paid
I
for,
don't
get your
wanna
travel
pay-
paid for?
I don't want to pay. Like, I went to Fresh Time to get all the like vitamins and supplements that I need, and my coach is having me use and stuff. It'd be so nice if I had like a supplement company that like hooked me up with that shit, and then I was
Right.
like doing affiliate stuff with them, or even like a crazy good discount, so I'm not spending hundreds of dollars. I'm spending $100, just
Yeah.
$100. But like, and then gear would be cool. I know SBD sponsors a couple of strongmen, like Justin. He's sponsored by SBD somehow. Nicholas Camby,
Yep.
shit like that, and like Cerberus, like you said. And then I just need to like.
Yeah, I don't know what that looks like nowadays. I
Yeah.
know it's different than when I was getting
I've
it.
always been very interested in Tough Wraps. I love that fucking brand.
Yeah.
And, like that would be a cool because I don't see people fucking with them. And then Breath Belt, I've been talking to him nonstop. Like, dude, hook it up, dog.
Yep.
Like,
Well, and so I think if we look at it from like a business, I actually had a pretty good blog article about this on a website that I had a long time ago. And I've heard some podcasts on it too, some business podcasts that I was listening to. And I feel like you have to look at it from, like we said, like what would it take for our gym to sponsor them? Okay. So like if it was me and I was looking for sponsorships, which I mean, I'm not looking for sponsorships, but I also I like to be able to do my own shit. And I feel like if I have sponsors, I have to do their shit. I'd
Yeah.
rather just make my own shit. That's why I sell maces instead of trying to get sponsored by like Addicts Club. But what I would do, and this is just one man's opinion, I would reach out to this company and be like, hey, whatever the company is, like Breath Belt. Hey, I love your product.
I've sold a dozen of
I
them.
want to help you guys grow. Here's a gap I see. Here's how I want to fill it for you guys. Sponsor me and let me start doing this for you. Because then it's not just like we've had people here previously that are like, oh man, your gym's growing, like stuff's looking cool. I'd love to help. How can I get involved? I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm already thinking about other shit. Do I have to think about a way for you to help me now too? Why don't you tell me how you're gonna fucking help me and we can talk?
Right.
And I feel like that's more how you have to go about it. Like, here's a problem I see in your business. Here's how I can fix it. And in return, you're gonna sponsor me.
And now, what kind of size business are you thinking of when you say that kind of stuff? Like a mid-size?
Dude,
Or small?
I would say where we are at as far as like strength athletes, it's probably going to be a smaller business.
Right.
Because they're the ones that are going to need more help, right? Yeah. They're the ones that are kind of more mom and pop and need more hands, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't approach like Rogue and be like, I see you suck at this. Let me help you out.
Not even Rogue, but like a big company / corporation here in town. Let's just use Arconic as an example. I know they have nothing to do with,
right.
But just let's use that. Reaching out to them would look a little more vague because like they have probably marketing and advertising people in place to do just that.
Well, but they also are a big enough company. They have a marketing budget dog-eared in their budget. And they're just looking for places to put that money that makes sense. You know,
they're trying to, and it's like if there's a local dude that is the world's strongest 105, like to me, I'm just so community based in my head.
Yeah.
They would be like, "Fuck yeah, you know, here's a whatever." Like,
well,
just
like how we sponsor
flights.
the school stuff around here. Like it's in our community. We're giving back to the community. Yeah. In return, we get a little more exposure, and that's kind of what we like.
Yeah. And I bet it's helped a little bit. I mean, I bet our name has been seen quite a bit.
Yeah.
Due to that kind of stuff. Where was my head going to go with like if I had to really think about it right now, like as we were talking, I was thinking about it. It's like currently right now, my gym is my sponsor, air quotes, right?
Right.
And I would love to figure out a way once we make money, so like, or once we have more profits, I should say, because we're making money every month. It's just not a whole lot to be able to like fund.
Yeah, not enough profit to like pay us full-time salaries and like sponsorship
and to have write-off money and shit like that. But I'm a part of the Army Warrior Fitness team, and they're willing to. I just got to do a couple things, like I got to get a government travel card and all that kind of stuff, and they're willing to reimburse all of my travel expenses, hotel and flight. So it's like, all right, I'm using like the federal government to fund or to.
Well, now that Elon's out, you could probably figure out how to waste more government money too.
Right,
like more corruption, baby. He gone.
Did you see Jess's picture?
No.
Donald Trump was standing there with glasses on. And he had like a female version of Elon Musk, and she was like, "Mom and Dad, please stop fighting." It's like, Jess, you're fucking funny.
Oh man,
she actually sent me a message.
I've heard so many theories. I'm not gonna say conspiracy theories, just like people trying to. I feel like people are big into the 4D chess thing, and like I'm not saying it's not 4D chess things. Like maybe they're like, oh, we're gonna say Trump's in the files, even though it's kind of been investigated already, and like probably isn't, or they probably would have already put the files out there, right? Because like they've been trying to get him forever. I am not his hugest fan, but I'm also like not some fucking Trump derangement syndrome guy either.
Right. I'm as middle of the road as it gets.
That's kind of where I'm like, he does some things I like. He does a lot of things where I'm like, fuck, dude, just stop. And I think that's a good place to be because, I don't know. I feel like if you're in favor of everything a politician does, you're probably the fucking problem, regardless of the politician.
You can't be too fucking agreeable, man.
But people are like, well, they're doing this to lure the deep state to want to publish it so they can get Trump. And it's like, oh, Trump's in it. Oh, cool. Now we're going to release it. Like, I don't know. I think that's stupid. I don't think that's accurate. I think what's more accurate is they now have the list of whoever's on it, and they're just trying to continue to blackmail people, which is the same corrupt shit we didn't want to begin with. And I hate it when the Republicans do it. I hate it when the Democrats do it. I hate it when whatever independent parties do it. Like, I just fucking hate it. Release the list. If there's people in it, throw them in a fucking wood chipper, which means we'll need an entirely new government probably because they're probably almost all in there. But like keeping it down there for leverage is, I think, probably what's happening.
They'll release the list eventually once everyone's fucking close to dead. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, look, everyone on the list is actually over 90 now. So,
but you hear so many like former CIA operatives and stuff like that say just stuff that we've assumed, you know?
Yeah.
Like I saw an interview with Candace Owens and this dude, and he was just talking about shit. It's like, first, how credible is this conversation?
Right.
Second, is it AI enhanced? Like,
yeah.
I'm seeing so many AI generated videos,
and they're getting better and better.
And they are getting better, but like one tell is like looking at teeth, looking
for
at
now.
Yeah,
for now.
Now AI is hearing me say that.
Did you? I saw this meme. This was a while back. It was like an Etsy store sale of like a fake finger that you can put on like a ring. So it's like you have two fingers on top of one finger.
Okay.
And then you can commit any crime you want, and all the video evidence, you'd be like, look, that's obviously AI that's got an extra finger.
Yep. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Or just put like a really,
Anyways, I bought 3. I'm committing so many crimes now.
put like a real tooth-colored mouthpiece in. It's like,
Yes.
see, the teeth aren't even real.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Genius. Let's commit crimes.
Yeah, dude. No. It is getting wild, though. And like I said, in recent couple days, I've probably unfollowed a solid 20 separate accounts just because I'm like, I'm tired of seeing
You're like,
this
I
shit,
got
dude.
other shit to do that
I'm tired
actually
of seeing
matters
this.
to my day-to-day life.
What I do like seeing is whatever's going on in L.A., I think it's fucking crazy. The whole riot shit and stuff. There was this dude on this fucking scooter just going down the sidewalk where he wasn't supposed to, and this cop just comes up, linebackers his ass. I was like, hell yeah, dude. Good form. He broke it down and everything, like shuffled his feet and bam, fucking leveled this dude. That shit's fun. And then one thing I won't stop following is catching predators.
Oh my God, I've been sending you so
dude,
many of those.
I literally
The alley-oop
my
slap.
God, dude. Yes, that shit. I want a Dexter life. I wish I didn't have to sleep. I would spend my nights doing that. If I didn't have to sleep, I would spend my nights just rolling around. There was one, Alex Rosen.
Yeah.
He's a big ass
Yeah.
dude with a beard. He caught this dude in Champaign, Illinois.
Ooh, that's close.
And he was in his house, I think. He was getting investigated for child porn, and he was there to meet an 11-year-old girl and all that stuff. The cops come in. This dude's wearing a diaper, okay, an adult diaper. He stands up, and they like asked him like, "Did you fucking shit yourself?" And he like had to take this diaper off with a shitty ass and like put pants on. And he's like starting to have this like mental breakdown and cry. And then the cops are just like, "Yo, we don't give a fuck how you feel right now. Like, you're fucked up. Like, put your fucking pants on. We're going to the fucking station."
Yeah.
Like, dude, I was like, yeah,
dude,
get his ass.
I was watching it's like a few guys, 2 or 3 guys that go around and they like set traps. This isn't the Alex Rosen. These are the other ones that I've been sending you. And they pretend to be kids, and then these child predators go out to meet them wherever the meeting location is, and they give them shit, and they slap them and shit.
Yeah.
They fuck them up a little bit.
Yeah.
And the comments, like most of them are like, "Yeah, that's what you get."
You get those onesie twosies though.
And then
call themselves out.
You got people that are like, "This is just sad. You shouldn't be hitting them." Blah blah blah. And then I saw it, and because there's a part of you like, when you're like, yes, you're a child predator, fuck you. That justice part of you wants to see him get the shit kicked out of him, right? But then like the human part of you that's like, if you forget that for a second and you just see a small, awkward-looking person getting bitch slapped by 3 decently sized fellows, you feel a little bad. And a guy commented to one of those people that was like, "Oh, this is sad. You guys shouldn't be. You should just call the cops, and he shouldn't get hit, blah, blah, blah." Number one, when they get to jail, it's going to be a lot worse than slapping.
Yeah.
I can promise that. But so I get where they're coming from. But a dude commented under one of those, and he was like, "Look, I get what you're saying. When you see a human suffering, it should make you a little sad." But then I remember what he was going to do to this 11-year-old boy that he was supposed to meet. And I'm like, no, we need pedophiles to see this. We need them to realize you're going to get humiliated on camera and bitch slapped until you're crying, so you don't fucking do this anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like if you read like Old Testament stuff, right? There was a lot of like Israel go and kill everyone, but it was for the greater good of whatever, if you believe in that stuff or not. It was like, well, if you killed the dads and they have sons in 20 years, who the fuck you think's going to be coming after you? The kids. So yeah, you got to fucking kill the kids too. And it's kind of like for the greater good, you need to be fucking harsh. Right. And I feel like we're in that situation here with these pedophiles. It's like, no, I'm going to throw you in the air and my buddy's going to slap you into the fucking shelving, like alley-oop slap your ass, because you need to be made looking that shitty.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we should film the prisons when these guys go into prison and they have video of them getting fucking raped by like 3 big dudes.
Yeah.
And that sucks and that's horrible, but also like the shit stops when people know there's some serious fucking repercussions. It doesn't stop.
It's simple.
If you don't, it's bullies respond to strength, and these may be little bitchy people, but they were looking to bully and abuse a weaker person. Fuck them.
Right. And it just comes down to actions have consequences, dude. Like, if you overeat all the time, you're going to be fat. If you target children, big, strong men are going to fuck you up. Period.
And
that's just
they
the consequence.
should.
That's just the consequence.
Yeah. And if you don't want to get fucked up, don't try to rape an 11-year-old.
Dude.
And if you are defending someone raping an 11-year-old, you need to look at your life, and the cops probably need to look at your fucking hard drive.
For real. Dude. I can't fucking stand that shit. God damn it.
This podcast took a real dark turn.
Hey, it's okay. That's me and Emma have had that conversation though. It's like some part, I don't know what percentage, but a piece of the pie as to why her and I are so like physically imposing and strong is that reason right there. It's like no one's gonna fuck with our kids if we look like this.
Well, and so I forget. They did like an interview with the pedophile, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, how did you pick your victims? What would make someone a victim you wouldn't target? And he was like, I would look at their family, and if the dad was big and scary and in shape, I wouldn't touch that kid. Because bullies are Tony Blauer, who's a Spear System.
Yeah, dude.
He
made the suit.
One of his he's like a self-defense instructor guy, like legit self-defense, not like these martial artists that say self-defense and have never been in an actual confrontation. Yep, we used it in law enforcement. Yeah. I was a certified instructor for them for a while. And one of the big things he talks about, so he had this one program called Be Your Own Bodyguard, where it's like, dude, until the cops get there, like, you're it. You better be able to fucking handle some shit. And a lot of his teaching is about like the psychological stuff that happens to you in situations like that. And you have to reframe things. You have to understand that like aggressors and assailants they're cowards, but they're dangerous cowards. So you need to treat them like a threat. But if you carry yourself in a way where you look like not an easy target, you're way less likely to be a fucking victim. And like, that's 100% what happened in that pedophile interview. He's like, well, I might be dangerous to a weak man or a child, but I'm a coward. So if like a lion doesn't go and be like, I'm going to fuck up that lion. They go, I'm going to fuck up that jacked up gazelle. Like predators don't want a fair fight.
Yeah.
They just want to eat, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, dude, I've seen that interview before, and that's big time where my head is at. It's like, and then the Jordan Peterson line in my head is always like, you should be capable of the most highest form of violence. Like, you should be capable of grabbing someone by their head, putting your thumbs in their fucking eyes, and ripping their skull off.
Well, and he was saying
control it.
Yeah, he was saying you're not a pacifist unless you can do that.
Right, exactly.
Because if you can't physically murder someone with your bare hands,
you are default a pacifist.
You are not and you choose not to, you're a pacifist. But if you can't murder someone with your bare hands, you're not a pacifist, you're just fucking weak.
Yeah, you're just a pussy.
Yeah, you just
different P word.
Your only option is to not have an altercation.
Yeah. And it's like, dude, some people will be like, what do you need to fucking be able to do that for? It's like,
so you don't have to.
Exactly. It's the whole fucking point, dude. Like, goddamn. Yeah, dude.
Although, can we talk about Jordan Peterson being like 130-pound tiny man?
Yeah.
Is he a pacifist or is he
I don't think
a small man?
I don't think he's capable of violence.
He probably carries a gun, though.
Right.
In which case, okay.
And I can get behind, like, I mean,
really he's an old dude. He's not like...
I just really appreciate him because I have the same...
Framing that is good.
Yes, I have the same, like, wish in life, and like that wish is like when I work with those middle school kids, like I want them to be capable, confident, I can do anything motherfuckers, dude.
Right.
And like that's what I'm after. I'm after getting this next generation of dudes, like 10 years below me and under, to a point where they're like, I want to do that too, and then they pass that on. And it's like, just, I don't know. I just think when you grow up as a dude and you have a fucking mom that tells you can't all the time and that you need to fucking do this and do that, you turn into a little bitch, and then you need to get slapped in a fucking office by your big brother so you stop being a fucking bitch. Like, you know what I mean? So It's just, I don't know. My dad actually recapped that with me like 2 weeks after the fact. He's been at Basic for 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
And my dad was like, dude, like you were the turning point. He's like,
That's what he needed.
Don't understand how much like he idolizes you, wants to be like you, like thinks that everything you're doing is fucking the shit, you know? And he's like, and it took that one time. And so like when my dad told me that, I was like, okay, I'm just going to apply that to every fucking thing because
it works.
And if I don't come off the right way to somebody and if I rub someone the wrong way and they don't like the way I do things, it's like, may sound shitty to say, but like, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Like Richard Pryor said, if you don't like me for who I am, dude, fuck you. Like, fuck off. Like,
right.
I don't care. Because a lot of other people do. And a lot of other people are very like appreciative and like thankful that I've like stepped into their life or their kid's life.
Yep.
You know, and I hope I never fuck that up. So,
all right. I have clients.
Yeah. I got to get some training in.
Yeah.
Then I got a meeting with dude real quick. It was funny. Before I got with the security clearance and recruiting, I had a marker board that I wrote names on that I was going to try to wrote names of kids that I was going to try to get in the National Guard. One of them was this wrestler that I had on my team, and he went to join the Air Force. He's like, nah, I'm not going to do the Guard. I'm going to go to the Air Force. I was like, all right, dude, good luck. Like, you're a fucking genius, so you need to like use those skills. And so he went through. He did the whole thing. He got all the way to the end of MEPS, and then before he enlisted, he's like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do the Air Force. So he got done. He left there, didn't enlist, which you're totally allowed to do.
Okay.
You can make it all the way through that process and just choose not to enlist. My brother raises his right hand and enlisted. That's why it was a big deal with him.
Right.
But he didn't end up raising his right hand. The next day he messages me. He's like, hey, I didn't enlist in the Air Force. It was the Air National Guard, actually. He's like, I didn't enlist in the Air National Guard. He's like, right before I walked in there, something came over me to like message you and da-da-da-da. And I was like, that's right, bitch. And I had his name on my marker board. And I was just like, dude, let's go, bitch. So I'm meeting with him at 10 o'clock today.
Nice.
So, but yeah.
All right. Well,
episode 13.
Oh my God.
Ended.
Premeditated
movement
on Instagram.
For me.
Premeditated_HP
for the gym.
Attitude Iron for the maces and kettlebells, and Strongman_Dan. Those are all your IGs. We don't care about websites today. Later.